Time to watch some comedians playing some games, all hosted by some bloke called James. It's more entertaining than it sounds. It's time for a board game Smackdown.
In Board Game Smackdown World Series, players battle for survival and stars. The winner of the series will have their stars turned into a cash prize. In each round, we play a main game. Players who do well will earn stars, and the winner will be immune from elimination and can grant immunity to one other player. The lowest placed non-immune player will go into the elimination game against another non-immune player of their choice. The winner of that takes all the loser stars, and the loser is out of the show. Hello, players!
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Wow, a lot of enthusiasm in the players. For this, the exciting round 2 of Board Game Smackdown World Series 3 Secret Missions. I am James, the returning officer for Gelsenkirchen South, because today's main game is the controversial bluffing and secret roll game, which doesn't have the title on the lid. There it is, Secret Hitler. And thank you so much for dressing up. Donna, what have you come as?
I've come as Boris.
And so I need to just do 2 versions of this because this is pre-recorded. So yes, our Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Yes, our former Prime Minister Boris Johnson. And I'll just use whichever one is appropriate.
Or she's dressed as the new Prime Minister Michael Fabricant.
Oh God, that could happen. Reese, are you just smartly dressed?
I'm sort of generic politician, newsreader, perhaps. Newsreader, probably. I reckon sort of the politics news.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Matt,
hello.
You got the old cushion on the head there.
It's very royal. I've come as King Henry VIII, as I did last week as well, but and hopefully next week as well.
Excellent. That's good to see. Very Wolf Hall of you. Pauline, disappointed you haven't come in costume.
This is to deflect attention away from my beard.
Jenny, you're where are you there?
I'm in the office as I'm a politician. I'm in my normal office and everything's just a normal work day.
Yes. Hey, guess which day we recorded this on? And Tom and Gareth are also here. So, before we head into the game, a quick recap on the stars count. Tom is the stars leader with 6 stars. Actually, ridiculous amount of stars for week 2. Donna and Pauline both have 4. Gareth and Jenny have 1, and Matt and Reese don't have any stars. And I can reveal that the winning team in this game of Secret Hitler will win 7 stars plus an immunity package, which they can divvy up in any way they see fit. In the game of Secret Hitler, we have liberals and we have fascists. There are 4 liberals. These are the 4 liberals we have.
Nice hat.
Yeah, good hats there in the liberals.
Matt.
And we have 3 fascists, of which one is Hitler. That's Hitler in the game. He's a lizard man. And you have all been messaged with what role you have in the show. Obviously, it's Secret Hitler, so Hitler will be trying to stay secret. Pauline. And the fascists are also trying to stay hidden as well because they need liberal votes to help them pass the fascist policies that can help them win the game. Also, remember, a random array of you, a random number between 0 and 7, will or may not be on secret missions. New for World Series 3, Secret Missions. In each round, a random number of players may be randomly assigned a secret mission to carry out during the main game. If they succeed undetected, they will win 1 star and immunity. However, if they fail or are found out, they lose a star and will not be able to be granted immunity by the game winner. Any player who correctly accuses a player on a secret mission wins 1 star and immunity, but an incorrect accusation will mean they lose a star and can't be granted immunity. Players can only make an accusation once per round.
Beep beep, I've got a message.
You have been selected to go on a secret mission.
You have been selected to go on a secret mission.
You have been selected to go on a secret mission.
During the main game, you must say a famous movie quote wrong, so that another player corrects you. If no one corrects you on it, try a different wrong movie quote, and so on.
You must pretend to have the hiccups until someone suggests a cure.
On 2 occasions, you must start a round of applause in which at least one other person joins in.
Good luck.
I think I'm gonna need it. Like my mama said, life is like a box of wine gums.
In round 1, Tom, you are in first player position, so you are the president as it stands. You need to nominate a chancellor, and then people will vote secretly on whether they are in favour of that pairing or against it. If anyone would like to put themselves forward as a chancellor, a candidate for chancellorship, now is the time to say your piece.
Good.
I'll go for it.
Sold. Donna.
Oh, that was easy.
If only politics was that easy all the time.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much how they're going to divvy up the new leader of the country, isn't it? It's just go, who wants it next?
I think
All
that's
right.
it last time.
So the ticket being put forward is Tom as president and Donna as chancellor, and it's important because they're going to be in a position to decide which policies are being enacted first. Remember, liberals want liberal and fascists want fascists, but don't want people to find out that they're fascist. So what I need you to do, guys, I need you all to message me either the word "ja" to accept the pairing of Tom and Donna, or "nein" if you reject it. Thank you very much. I can tell you that ja's 5, neins 2. So yes, the Tom Donna ticket has been accepted. Okay, so this is the policy deck. It has been randomly shuffled. There are 11 fascist policies and 6 liberal policies in the deck. So there are more fascist policies than there are liberal ones. It's random. I don't know what it's going to be. Tom, I'm going to message you what the 3 policies are, and then you're going to say out loud which number policy you would like to discard.
So Tom will know to the full extent each of the policies.
He will know what the selection is, and he can tell you. He's allowed to tell you, but it depends whether you believe him or not.
Right, I will tell you. Number 1, fascist. Number 2, fascist. Number 3, liberal. I'm going to discard number 1, which is a fascist one.
He claims number 1 is a fascist one.
So he
Whatever,
says, yeah.
that has been discarded, which means the remaining 2 will be sent to Chancellor. Donna, I've sent you the policies. You can pick which policy you want to enact.
I am going to enact policy number 3.
Enacting policy number 3, which I can reveal, is the Liberal policy. So there you go, 1-0 to the Liberals.
Honest.
Easy, isn't it? There's no way the fascists can possibly win from here. All right, Donna, even though you were just Chancellor, because you're next player in line, you're not term limited, so you can be president in this next round.
4 more years. 4 more years.
Okay, so you cannot nominate Tom. He's term limited. You cannot nominate Tom to be your Chancellor. You have to nominate someone else.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm up for it.
I'm going to nominate Jenny.
Oh.
You're going to nominate Jenny.
Hiccups. Thanks.
Fine. It appears that all you need to do is hiccup now. See, this is,
Keeping with my my work day as well.
yeah. This is why democracy doesn't work. Right, the ticket is Donna and Jenny. Please message me "ja" to accept, 9 to reject. All right, I can tell you that ja's 5, neins 2. So the ja's have it. We've accepted the Donna and Jenny ticket. Which
We're learning a
means,
new language as well, guys. Isn't it fun?
do you know which language it is, though?
Understand.
All right, Donna, I'm sending you what the 3 policies that come out of the policy deck are for this round. Tell me which one you want to discard.
Okay, I'm discarding number 1.
Discarding policy number 1. All right, I will send the remaining 2 to Jenny. Policy number 2, she's gone
But
for.
I'll just specify that I had no options here, guys. So sorry to say that all I had 2 fascists.
Is a fascist policy. So either Jenny is lying and she chose this over a liberal, or Donna discarded a liberal, or the deck just put out 3 fascist policies. A fascist policy has been enacted. Oh, by the way, what was the fascist policy you enacted there?
Unfortunately, we had to burn down an orphanage.
An orphanage was burned down. Okay.
I don't know what you meant to say. I don't know. It's baddies, isn't it?
Yeah. Tom, by the way, the liberal policy, though, the first one, I forgot to ask, what was the liberal policy?
We built an orphanage.
That's politics.
Easy come, easy go, eh? With orphanages.
I'm glad Donna's term is over because I got handed 2 fascist policies, so not sure how I feel about that.
Pauline, you are now the president, Pauline. You can nominate a chancellor. You cannot nominate Donna or Jenny because they are term limited. And a little bit of information. If the next policy that is enacted is a fascist policy, the president at the time, which would be you if the team is accepted, you will be able to find out the party allegiance of another player.
Anyone I choose?
Yes, you ask out loud. I will message you what party they're in, and then you can share that information should you wish. You could also lie about it, as could they.
But we have to enact a fascist policy. Oh, shit.
In
order to do that, you have to enact a fascist policy. Yes.
Can I formally accuse Donna of being on secret mission?
What secret mission do you think she's on?
Saying ABBA song titles?
I'm afraid, Jenny, that is an incorrect accusation. Jenny, you have lost the right to be granted immunity by the game winner. And you have lost a star, which means you're down to 0.
Didn't want it. It was taking up space. I like a minimal workspace.
Pauline, you need to nominate someone to be your chancellor. Donna and Jenny are term limited. You got to pick one of the boys, Pauline. Pick your favourite. Anyone want to make a case? Matt?
I would like to be chancellor, please.
Why?
Just because I think I'd be a good one, and I want to reinstate, make orphanages great again. You know what I mean? Not actually, that's a bad thing. Like,
have a donation.
And Gareth, did you want to put yourself forward as well?
No, I was going to put Reese forward because I thought he looked really formally correct.
All right, Pauline.
Because I think Matt might want a fascist thing to go through so that we can find out who the whatever. I'm going to.
But you would be the one finding out, Pauline.
Yeah.
You're the president.
Liberal, so I'm going to tell everyone if I find out who's a fascist.
Well, you are wearing a Hitler moustache while you're saying
there is that.
It could also be a Charlie Chaplin moustache.
I was being Charlie Chaplin. Jeez, God, I'm going to go with Reese.
All right, so Pauline and Reese is the ticket being put forward. So please, everyone, vote ja or nein. All right, I can say ja's 4, nein's 3. So a 4-3 victory for the ticket of Pauline and Reese. Coincidentally, there are 4 liberals in the game and 3 fascists in the game.
I would like to enact number 3, please, the liberal policy.
Number 3, they both claim it to be a liberal policy. It is a liberal policy. Congratulations, liberals. You now have 2 policies. What was the policy, by the way, Pauline?
I was gonna build another orphanage.
In a more begrudging way than the first time an orphanage was built. Though.
I couldn't think of anything.
We'll build this one. Build this out of sticks rather than out of straw, and then we'll keep working our way up the orphanage chain.
We need to make some new orphans now.
You need to make some orphans. Amazing.
That's what we have done.
That can be the next fascist policy: is making orphans.
Gareth is the president. Too much power.
Thanks.
You need to nominate someone to be your chancellor. You cannot nominate Pauline or Reese. They are term limited.
Anyone putting themselves forward, just out of interest?
I would like to do it again, but I feel I was shot down last time. You said I wasn't very reputable.
I felt that, Matt. I felt that, and I felt I was unfair in choosing Reese when you were so clearly keen on the role.
I just really want it, I just want to be a good chancellor,
Sure. Make orphanages.
Yeah,
I'd like to undo some of the bad that happened when I was chancelling, because it was out of my hands when I burnt down the orphanage. But maybe if I have another go, I'll be able to do something good.
You could have refused to set the fire. You could have just refused.
I'll chancel better in future.
This sounds like chancel culture to me.
I'm going to go with Matt.
Matt. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
He hasn't had a chance. He hasn't blossomed yet.
Yeah.
And this means that everyone has been nominated now. That's good, isn't it? So, guys, you can vote yeah to accept the team of Gareth and Matt, or 9 to reject. Once again, it is a 4-3 victory for Ya.
Who voted against me? I want to know who. Who is it? Tell me now. Like, is it to do? Like, what's your problem? What's your problem? Sorry,
I can't tell you. Sorry, the ballot is secret. People can say which way they voted if they want.
I voted yeah.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
Oh, by the way, if this is a fascist policy, Gareth will find out party affiliation or something.
I'm going to be transparent. I'm an absolute liberal. 2 and 3 are remaining, and L is liberal, F is fascist. So I'm going to enact 2 liberal.
It is a liberal policy. Congratulations. That is 3 liberal policies on the thing. 2 more and the Liberals win. This is going very, very well. Gareth, what was the liberal policy that was just enacted?
Open a chain of orphanages.
Okay. Expanding out. So now,
what's the chain called?
It's like a franchise now. Other people.
It's going to be enough for all of Boris Johnson's children soon.
It's 3-1 to the Liberals. By the way, when Liberal policies are enacted, they go onto the board, which means they are no longer in the deck. Jenny is now the Grand Poobah, the president. And you're right, Donna. All right.
I think Donna's on a secret mission.
What secret mission?
To put a hand over her mouth a lot.
No, it's an inaccurate accusation, I'm afraid, Tom. You lose a star, you go down to 5, and you cannot be granted immunity. So Jenny is the president. You need to nominate a chancellor. You cannot nominate Gareth or Matt.
Well, Reese is a liberal because I was not sure, and he enacted a liberal.
Safe pair of hands.
And I am a liberal.
I think Reese might have been double bluffing.
I'm trying to be transparent because I'm trying to make sure it's coming across, and also when I just put through the fascist policy, if not, I feel like I'm digging myself a grave here. So I'm just going to take a step back. I hope you can trust me.
It's kind of you to take a step back, Matt, but I'm not even allowed to vote for you. Thanks for taking that decision out of my hands.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna nominate Pauline just because I feel like she knows something. I feel like she said she had a hunch before, and so I'm gonna go Pauline. I'm gonna nominate Pauline. Is that how it works?
You can't see it.
You can't see it, did you say?
The hunch.
Oh.
Jenny and Pauline is the ticket being put forward. Please vote yes or no.
James, have I got it right that if Pauline puts a liberal one, and then the next one is liberal, the liberals win?
Yes, that's correct.
Well then, Pauline, do a liberal one, and then nominate me because I'm a liberal, and I'll do liberal, then we'll win.
James has also said there's a lot of every time a liberal policy is enacted, so the pool gets shorter. So there might be some instances where we will just get
11 and 6 in the pool, and 3 come out now. So there's 4 out of the 14 cards. There's only 3 liberals left.
Actually, 10 fascist ones because 1 fascist card is on the board.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you that after a couple of 4-3s, we now have a 5-2 split in favour of the Yars. So Jenny and Pauline is being put forward. Jenny, I'm going to send you the policies for you to choose from. Please tell me which one you would like to discard, please.
I'm going to discard 3, which is fascist policy. But as we feared, more fascist than liberal are available, so they're all fascist. I'm sorry to say.
All right. Well, Pauline, so you're going to find out if Jenny's telling the truth or not.
Well, there are 2 fascist ones here, so I'll go with number 1, which is fascist.
Okay. You say number 1, and number 1 is a fascist policy, which means it's 3-2. What was the fascist policy that was enacted there, Jenny?
Outlawing ice cream for all.
All right. There's no more ice cream allowed just for the orphans.
Yeah.
Just for the orphans.
And actually, it's good for them. It's good for them in the end. In the long run, they might be lactose intolerant. So
sometimes fascist policies,
I'll
this
never
is out
find
of my
out now.
hands.
I'll never get to find out.
And that means, Jenny, you can ask to find out someone's party membership. Whose party membership would you like to know?
Oh my God, here and now. So do I say it with my mouth and then you tell me with your mouth?
No, I will not tell you with my mouth. I will tell you secretly.
Okay.
I can tell you with my mouth by using my mouth to type it, but who knows what will come out if I do that.
Like Jimi Hendrix.
I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, behind my head.
It's more like Stephen Tintin Duffy. Like, tell me with your mouth. Your policies are secreter than this.
I just point out that Donna saying 80s hits was not one of the challenges. She's just doing it.
There's something unusual going on about Donna.
But I just relax now then because I'm writing down everything she says. Play a game.
I feel like when I tried to put her on the spot about her affiliations, that I wasn't given a clear thing. So I'm going to ask about Donna, please. Sorry, Donna.
Okay, you want to know if Donna is liberal or fascist? I'm just
tell me
sending
with your
you
fingers, James.
That'll be the name of my next Edinburgh show.
Play it again, James.
Tell me with your fingers.
Tell me with your fingers.
Jenny, you've got the information there. It's up to you what you choose to do with it.
I don't know what to do with it.
Tell us. Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell. Any one of you could be.
That's very sus, Jenny. Why are you keeping that information from us?
I mean, what harm would there be in telling everyone? Then we're all on the same page. You could lie. We wouldn't know.
I can't tell if whether it's good or bad, so I'm too scared. And then people asking me makes me feel even scared.
It's good if she's a liberal and bad if she's a fascist, right? That's
depends.
If Jenny was a liberal and Donna was a fascist, he would definitely say that Donna
Might be
was a
whether it was bad for you. Like you might not want to tell us because you're a fascist and it works to your interest that we don't know.
I don't understand. Okay, I'm a liberal. She's a liberal.
That's not true. That is not true.
I don't know.
Why didn't you say that to begin with?
Because I don't know if that's good or bad news for who that is bad news for or good news for.
Can I just say, as returning officer, Jenny has probably done more of these Board Game Smackdown live streams than anyone. And
do I ever understand the rules?
This is entirely in keeping with her play style.
If that liberal Jenny and liberal Donna was true, then I have to believe that one of me or Matt could be lying.
Well, anyway,
no, there are 4 liberals. It could be Donna, Jenny, Matt, and Gareth.
4 liberals. God, I've been working it all. Right, okay.
Here's where we are then, guys, as we head into round 6. The Liberals are 3-2 up. There are only 2 cards left in the policy deck, which means all the discarded cards are being shuffled and they will be added to the bottom. Matt is the president in this round and will be
supreme leader, if that's okay. But no,
Matt is the lead singer of the Supremes in this round. Was that right?
Yes, thank you, James.
If a fascist policy is enacted in this round, Matt will get to decide who the next president is. Matt, you cannot nominate Jenny or Pauline.
All right, I'm going to pick Gareth.
I can tell you that it is 4-3, so a very split decision, in favour of 9.
No, no, no. You don't let...
So that team has been...
Like, what? Like, what?
Come on!
That has failed.
You know what? Like, I'm not keeping in touch with you after this whole series. Like, you know how like we all have like none of you. Like, yeah, we're done. We're done after this. But lovely gameplay. It is fun.
Reese, you are the
Sounds as though you're
president.
saying- Sounds as though you're saying terminated.
Hamster la vista.
You got to nominate a chancellor, Reese.
I think it's been a while since Tom's been in the driving seat as well, so I'm gonna nominate Tom.
I was going to ask for it this time.
Early on, liberal attitudes towards orphanages.
Yeah.
Okay, please
Or
send
off.
me
Or off.
a yeah or nine. It is not 4-3, I'll tell you that much.
What is it?
It's 5-2 in favour of yeah. So the Reese Tom ticket is going forward. Reese, I'm going to send you the 3 policies.
So 1 is fascist, 2 is fascist, and 3 is also fascist. So we're going to get rid of number 3. It is a terrible day for the orphans.
Why, if they were all fascist, would you go for number 3?
Because the last one on the list.
Yeah, I think most people go for the first one. That's my go for. Anyway, I'll go for it.
I could have gone for the first one. It would have made 0 difference given that they're all fascist. But
Yeah, I just think number 3 is an odd one to pick. But most people go number 1.
I brought you on board, Tom.
And you gave me
I'm Blair and Brown this.
There's no friendly politics.
You're getting control next as well, so I will die away quietly and then get my knighthood at some point. So,
I will choose number 1, obviously.
Number 1, which is a fascist policy. That means 3 fascists have been 3 fascist policies have been enacted. What was that fascist policy, by the way, Reese?
It's a general policy of as orphans come into the chain of orphanages, obviously they're not allowed ice creams anymore, but you have to push them through the letterbox in order to get into it. So it's a reasonably sized letterbox. It's just it's not comfortable.
I'd like to apologise to any orphans watching.
Yeah.
For this blatant anti-orphan propaganda. Okay. All right. Some developments have occurred. So it's 3-3 now. Remember, though, the fascists have to enact 6 fascist policies. The liberals only have to enact 5. But the fascists have enacted 3 policies, which means from now on, if Hitler, the secret Hitler, is nominated as chancellor and is successful, then the fascists automatically win.
Can we have a bit of a group discussion at this point? Because I think it's important to kind of talk about where we're feeling with certain people. Because obviously there's 3 fascists where we're leading. Because I've got suspicions.
Can you tell us of those suspicions, Matt?
So I'm pretty confident Jenny and Donna are fascists. I also, it's very convenient that they, I think that's what happened beforehand. And also very convenient that it was 3 fascist cards earlier on. It could happen.
Convenient or just a matter of probability. Matt, I wasn't sure, but now I'm going to accuse you of being a fascist because I'm as liberal as Donna. We're both libs. So I accuse Matt. And who else? Come at me, and I'll accuse you.
It's only had all fascist cards though. In both goes 3 fascist cards.
Yeah. Unless, of course, Reese
and then
did get rid of the liberals.
Donna was for ages. I think Jenny, and I also think Reese.
I wasn't sure about Jenny, but I think Matt's a fascist.
I'm not sure about Pauline. Pauline.
I think Pauline's liberal. I think Gareth is a fascist because I think he got his adding up wrong before.
Right now,
I didn't work out why, but I think that makes him a fascist.
I kind of think it's easy just to throw blame back on someone. That's what Jenny did to me. That's what Gareth just did to Tom. I'm pretty convinced
my God,
that Tom
the one
is
who
a
smelt
liberal.
it dealt it. I know. I just.
You always say some political jargon in the show.
Right honourable.
I think definitely Gareth and Jenny, and I think either Donna or Reese.
Pauline, I definitely want to trust you because you've been working things out. But then at the same time, it seems if you got fascist wearing a Hitler moustache in order to distract from the fact you're a fascist might be a good game to play.
So, Reese, may I ask if you are liberal or fascist, please?
I'm very, very liberal. I'm sad that I had to sort of enact some fascist policies, but as was early on with the first one, it's why I pulled on Tom on the last card, because otherwise I would have gone for sort of, because I think that it's probably Jenny, and I would have said Donna as the fascist because of when Jenny was investigating earlier. I think if you are a fascist and you come across the only sensible thing to do is you either throw blame on someone else by picking someone you know to be liberal, because don't fascists know who they are, but Hitler doesn't know
Yeah,
who
the
fascists are?
Yeah, two fascists know who they are, don't they?
Yes, the fascists know who all the fascists are,
yeah,
including Hitler. Hitler does not know who anyone else is.
And so if you're a fascist, you can't then, like, it's if you pick on a liberal and say they're liberal, that kind of doesn't give any extra information. It's a weird one to end up with as a fascist. I don't think you've got any sensible choices with it. It's like when you're accusing someone of being a Cylon in Battlestar. It's just impossible to deal with.
I don't know what any of that means, but all I know is the only people I know are liberal in this whole game is me and Donna. Everyone else, anyone's guess, and I don't know how you would go about finding out either.
Honest Tom.
Tell you what. Jenny was the only person who was able to discern somebody's allegiance, and Jenny saw it. And she worked out that I was liberal, but then she hummed and hawed.
Because I don't understand whether I'm meant to tell everybody or not, because there are some baddies in our midst. And if they...
After James said you still hummed and hawed. So I'm thinking...
I'm still humming and hawing about whether I still... But I don't know what to tell you. I'm simple.
I think Jenny goes slightly to pieces when she's lying.
Reese, because that was a fascist policy, you're going to nominate who the next president is. You cannot nominate Tom. And if a fascist policy is enacted in this round, then whoever the president is can assassinate a player. What? If they assassinate Hitler, then the Liberals win.
Can we maybe talk down Hitler instead? Because I feel like maybe assassination's too harsh. Yeah, I mean, maybe just give him just a really nice talking to. Yeah, I mean.
So if a fascist policy is enacted, president's going to have a lot of power all of a sudden to kill someone. And if someone is assassinated and they're not Hitler, they're just kind of out of the game.
But we don't find out what their allegiance was if they're.
You'll just find out that they're not Hitler if they're not Hitler.
Can I ask, is anyone writing stuff down to help them?
Yeah. I am, yes.
I have written stuff down. It helps me think I know what's happening, but I don't know what's happening.
I'm holding a pen for that reason, but I haven't written anything down.
So the question is...
I was writing down the names of songs that Donna was saying.
Reese, you get to nominate who you would like to be the president.
And I can't have Tom. Because
can't have Tom.
So
because Tom is talented.
Please.
All right, Pauline, who would you like to be your chancellor? You cannot have Tom or Reese.
Yeah, Gareth.
I feel like I'm trying to be like Sherlock Holmes here. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, oh dear Watson, elementary, I've got you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like at the moment, I just feel quite tense. Do you know what I mean? Like all the time.
Oh, good. Welcome to the show.
I'm not basing any of my suggestions on logic. It's all just body language. Which is hard over Zoom.
I've decided the three now, so I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I'm at least having something to believe. It's that, and so now I can see.
I feel like I've got two.
It's a 4-3 split on the vote in favour of 9. Pauline, I'm afraid you're no longer the president. It goes back to Tom.
I wanted to see what Gareth would do, so I'm going to go for Gareth again.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I can tell you for the first time in the game, it is 6-1 in favour of 9. That team has been rejected.
That means everyone voted no because I voted yes.
There you go. Everyone voted no. No one had any faith in the Tom Gareth team, which means...
Including Tom and Gareth.
I voted yes.
One of Tom and Gareth did not have faith in that team.
So
Gareth voted no.
That's 2 fails in a row. If this one fails, whatever the top card of the policy deck will automatically be enacted. And as it stands, there are 8 fascist cards and 3 liberal cards in the deck. Donna, you are now the president. Who would you like to nominate?
I'd like to nominate Matt, please.
Do I have to accept?
What?
You can vote.
You vote yeah or nine.
Okay.
All this time you've been pissed off that you
Power
didn't
is
get
thrust upon you. You have
Yeah,
to
but
answer.
the thing is, like, I feel like Donna, as a fascist, potentially, but probably, I feel like she's trying to drag me in with it, but I'm a liberal, so I'm trying to be like, wait, let me have my own space here. I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to open an art centre, hey, Donna? Not like, I don't know what fascists bring
A
up.
heart
Like,
centre.
We're going to
If she doesn't
try.
choose you, then she'll pick a fascist, and then they'll choose a fascist one.
all right, I'm gonna
It's
vote for Matt.
8-3, but we can try.
Good. Okay, I can tell you that it's 4-3 in favour of 9,
Oh dear.
which means whatever the top card of the deck is being enacted. If it is liberal card, then liberals will go 4-3 up. If it is fascist card, then fascists will go 4-3 up, and Donna can assassinate a player.
Oh dear.
The top card of the deck is
Oh.
the fascist policy.
Not so good.
And the fascist policy is granting the president the right to assassinate a player.
Giving the president a gun, just straight up have
Yeah.
a gun. Go for it.
Yeah. If Donna kills Hitler, then the liberals win the game.
Right. Okay, so I thought I'd got the 3 that I thought it might be, but I'm not so sure now. So this is blind.
That's liberal.
I'm going to go with Jenny, only
You're going
because
to-
I thought you hesitated a little bit too much when you read my card about what to do. So I think you were trying to
gonna
make it
protect us both.
fluffy.
It's going to protect us both in our little liberal.
So, Jenny, I'm afraid. How are you assassinating? What method of assassination are you using?
Oh, come on. This is just.
Oh, I've been listening to the Nuremberg trials, the Nuremberg podcast all week, and I'm just going to let you have some cyanide in your cell.
You're just going to let her have it.
Let you have.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I've done a nice platter for you.
It's
I've got
nice,
some
isn't it?
cooked hams, I've got a nice platter. At least it's very nice there.
I can tell you that Jenny was not Hitler.
Oh.
But you can't tell us whether she was a fascist or not.
Jenny was not Hitler. Either now it's a 3-3 split between liberals and fascists, or it's a 4-2 split in favour of liberals. Either way, Hitler is still among you. So sorry, Jenny. She
I
looks
feel
so
really bad.
nice. I feel bad about putting you on mute. The only reason I put you on mute is I don't want you to sort of reveal what you are and then spoil the game, which I'm sure you wouldn't do. What do you think? Do you think we should let Jenny speak
Yeah, Jenny.
from beyond the grave?
With her mouth.
Yeah. Nothing.
Good luck, orphans.
That means the presidency has passed to Pauline. I feel like
Okay.
we were just here. Yes, Pauline, who would you like to be Chancellor? You cannot pick Donna, Matt, or Jenny because she's dead.
Well, that's
So you could basically pick Gareth, Tom, or Reese.
and those are the people I would choose. There's no point in choosing
Oh.
Gareth last time.
Can I just say, by the way, if a fascist policy is enacted on this turn, the president will be able to assassinate a player.
Again.
Yes, again.
Tom,
But that won't count until Tom. So Pauline and Tom is the ticket being put forward. Now, because there are 6 of you, it requires 4 of you to vote yes to accept a ticket. 4 yeses were needed in order to accept the Pauline and Tom team. Unfortunately, we only have 3, so that team has been rejected. Gareth is now the president.
I'll nominate Matt, who I was so blatantly kept away from.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
is he not? Is he allowed to be? Because I wasn't allowed to vote for him. I wasn't allowed to nominate
No,
him.
you can't pick Donna or Matt. So it's Tom, Pauline, or Reese.
I'll go Reese.
I can tell you that it is 5-1. It is Fun Finds in favour of Ya. A team has finally been accepted for the first time in God knows how long. Reese has been elected the Chancellor. Reese is Hitler, which means the fascists have won.
Thanks,
I
everyone.
knew it.
It's been a great day.
So
Well done,
wily.
everyone. I couldn't have done it without you. Let's do this. We can do this together.
I knew. I've had you on day one, Reese. Day one, right there.
No one would choose 3 if they could choose any of them. They would choose 1. They just say 1, whatever.
That's why I chose 1, because it seemed like what people would do.
That's what I
Giant
did.
piece.
Oh yeah. Were you a fascist as well, Pauline?
Yeah.
I knew I didn't trust you, and I didn't trust Tom.
Oh, I was a liberal.
Tom.
I'm so sorry, Jenny. I besmirched you.
Was it Jenny?
It was Jenny.
Yeah, I knew it.
Jenny was bad. I'm sorry that because I kind of guessed it was, and I'm sorry that I threw you to the wolves, but I was kind of people were hot on the tail, and I didn't want Hitler to get assassinated.
Gotta do what you have to do. Gotta do what you gotta do.
The game is over.
Okay, I reckon it was Jenny and yawning. Did Jenny have to yawn a certain number of
it's
times?
too late for accusations now.
No, I know. That's why I'm doing it now.
I can tell you that none of the 3 players who had a secret mission succeeded again.
I kind of thought as pseudo got there. Like each time they clapped, then I clapped, then they clapped.
No,
I thought you were trying to get a clap or a cheer going. And Matt, I think you were doing film quotes.
Yeah, to reveal it, I was trying to get someone to correct me I was doing incorrect film quotes, so I'm trying to get people to correct me. But I got so nervous doing it because I felt like I got like, oh, I'm shaken, not shaken. Yeah, I mean, like
I heard you say elementary, Dr. Watson, and I was like, lol, elementary canal. But I didn't know if you just said it wrong. I didn't want to be the guy that corrected you.
You're all too polite.
Donna's saying que sera, sera, and it ain't necessarily so was not relevant to anything.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jenny had a hiccup going on, and I was thinking, well, I better not chime in too soon with my hiccups because Jenny had one.
I spotted that.
I wondered. I saw you get the giggles. Why I didn't think you got the giggles? I was like,
yeah, because at one point I was trying to hiccup and make a hiccup, and it came out as a burp.
So, unfortunately, Donna, Gareth, and Matt all lose a star. Matt is now on -1.
Oh, it's a hard road. Hard road.
Yeah, because of incorrect accusations, the only 2 people who can be granted immunity by the game winner, whoever that is, are Reese and Pauline. Everyone else has lost that ability. So,
fascists.
Jenny, Reese, and Pauline, your prize is to be divided amongst you in a way you see fit. You'll be deciding that in a moment. The prize consists of 7 stars. And also, there's an immunity package. That will be the person who gets the immunity package gets immunity. They can also grant immunity to someone else, and they can decide who the elimination candidate is.
Can I just say, is it customary to give fascist prizes
when they win? Yes. That's why you have to stop them, which you didn't. Here's how it's going to work, guys. You are going to have 90 seconds on the clock. Let's put you all in the middle row there. Nice. Reese, Pauline, and Jenny. So you have 7 stars and an immunity package. Please decide how you would like to divvy those up amongst yourselves. Your time starts now. If you do not reach agreement in 90 seconds, you get nothing.
I don't want the responsibility of the immunity package. So
me neither.
I think Jenny should have a lot of stars because she's really low. What, Reese? I've got quite a lot, I think.
I've got 0.
Then you 2 should have have 3 each, and I'll have 1.
And you take the immunity package?
Because I've got a few.
And then-
Okay.
and
I
there we
don't know.
go.
There we go.
I
Done.
don't really want to. So immunity. Does that mean immunity from going out today?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do we decide who goes out today?
Well, we'll do that in a moment, won't we? If you take the immunity package, you're going to decide one person who's in the elimination game.
Oh, shit. Can I not?
You,
can none of us take it? Can none of us take the immunity
No,
package?
I think someone's got.
well, then no one gets anything.
Oh right. Oh.
You can do it. You've got this.
Yes, but who do I get rid of? Everyone's
All
right.
right. Are you agreed that Reese and Jenny get 3 stars, Pauline gets 1, and the immunity package?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm cool with that if you
Okay.
are.
All right.
Happy.
Pauline goes to 5 stars. She is tied for star leader with Tom. Reese goes to 3. Jenny goes to 3. And Pauline, you are immune from elimination this week. You can grant immunity to someone else. The only person you can grant immunity to is Reese. Who would you like to grant immunity to?
Oh, I thought I was deciding who was going. Oh,
Yeah, you're doing that as well.
Yes, Reese, be immune.
Okay, so Reese and Pauline are immune. Okay. Pauline, you now decide the elimination candidate. That's one person who's going to take part in the elimination game.
Oh, they
So
take
pick
part
the
in the
pick the person who you think will win the game. That'll make you feel less bad, won't it?
One of these people just gave me a gig, so I'm
And it
going
can be retracted.
exactly you, my friend. I'm going to go with Gareth. Good luck.
Gareth, you're in the elimination game. You have no stars. Let me tell you what stars our people do have. So Tom and Pauline have 5. Donna, Jenny, and Reese have 3. Matt has -1. Remember, the winner of the elimination game takes all the stars from the person that they beat. So, Gareth, who would you like to play in the elimination game? You cannot play Reese or Pauline.
I take all the stars from the person I beat. Who's got the most stars after Pauline and Reese?
Tom has 5.
Sorry, Tom.
Pauline just nominated you. You could have got her straight back.
What?
No, I'm
Pauline just
immune.
nominated you.
Pauline's immune.
Oh, piss off.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't go for Pauline.
So it's Gareth versus Tom in the elimination game.
Is that now?
Yeah. The elimination game, guys, is Boggle.
Whoa. What?
I'm glad I'm not playing that.
In Boggle, a random grid of letters is generated by shaking the dice. Players have 3 minutes to make words from adjoining letters. They can join orthogonally or diagonally and change direction, but you can't use the same letter twice in a single word. Points are only scored for words that don't appear on both players' lists. 3 and 4 letter words score 1 point, 5 letter words score 2, 6 letters 3, 7 letters 5, and any word of 8 letters or more scores 11 points. And the winner is the player with the most points.
Gareth and Tom, you are in the elimination game. The winner of this game of Boggle will get to stay in the show. 5 stars to take with them and be joint star leader in the next game. So, are you guys ready to Boggle?
Yeah.
Good luck. Time starts now. Time is up, guys. Time is up. All right, Gareth. What is the first word on your word list?
Tone. Tone.
That word is not on Tom's list, so you score 1 point. Tom, what is your first word, please?
The.
The is there. Yes, that's not a word on Gareth's list, so you get 1 point.
I can't believe I missed that one.
Gareth, what is the next word on your list?
Ton.
Ton is not a word on Tom's list, so you score 1 point. Tom, your next word, please.
Dot.
Is not on Gareth's list, so you
Yeah, I'm
score
still on my
1
secret
point.
mission.
Too late for that. Gareth, your next word, please.
Pun.
Pun is not on Tom's list, so that's 1
This is
point.
unbelievable.
I can't believe you missed that one. I missed the. Come on, man.
The next word on your list, please, Tom.
Port.
Is
Ooh.
not on Gareth's list, so you score 1 point. Gareth, your next word.
Bae, as in BAE, like, you know, my whatever it is, my girlfriend, boyfriend, my bae, my beauty, my whatever.
Is an allowed word. So, and it is not on Tom's list. So that is 1 point to you. The next word, please, Tom, on your list.
Pot.
Oh, it's good.
Pot is there and is not on Gareth's list, so you score 1.
I had it written down. I just didn't send it across. That's great.
No.
Well done.
Next word, please, Gareth.
Rot, R-O-T.
Is not on Tom's list. You get a point.
This is absolutely unbelievable.
Your next word, please, Tom.
Bad.
Bad is not on Gareth's list. You get a point.
Bad!
This tells me that you'd be quite a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your next word, please, Gareth.
Round, R-O-U-N-D.
Potential 2-pointer. It is on both of your lists, so no one scores any points for it.
Yeah.
Your next word, please, Tom.
Had.
Had is a word that is not on Gareth's list, so you go 6-5 up. Gareth, your next word, please.
I've repeated rot. I've repeated tone. Oh, not, N-O-T.
N-O-T is not on Tom's list, so Gareth gets a point. It is 6-all. Tom, your next word, please.
Hot.
Hot is not on Gareth's list, so you get 1 point. Your next word, please, Gareth.
Then a head.
Head is on Tom's list, so no one scores any points for head. Tom, your next word, please.
End.
End is not on Gareth's list, so you go 8-6 up. Gareth, your next word, please.
Dour, D-O-U-R.
Is not on Tom's list. You score 1 point. It is 8-7 to Tom, and it's Tom's word.
Bend.
Oh my God.
Is not on Gareth's list. You go 9-7 up. Gareth, your next word, please.
This is it. I didn't send any more across. It's prune, P-R-U-N-E.
P-R-U-N-E is not on Tom's list, and because it is a 5-letter word, you scored 2 points, which means the scores are tied.
Right.
And Gareth that is the end of the list that Gareth sent me. So Tom just needs to confirm whether he has one more word that is not on your list, Gareth, and he has won the game. Tom, do you have another word?
Yeah, I got fucking shitloads. We go with proud, because I am very proud.
Proud is worth 2 points, which puts you over the top. You would have probably won by a lot more. You had head, than, riot, prone, dan, dab, dane, June, done, ven, round, prit, pound, hop, hound, hour, hand, wound, and writhe to go through.
Great work, though. I'll give it up, Tom. I missed the.
The big for ages, I thought this is just going to be a draw. I thought you got all the ones I couldn't see.
So congratulations, Tom. You have you maintain your 5 stars and you are into the next round. Very well done to you, Gareth. I'm so sorry to be saying goodbye to you.
I'm sorry I nominated you now.
It's all right. I'm sorry I thought you were a baddie, and then you were.
There is that.
Just a quick update on the stars count then. Tom and Pauline both have 5. Donna, Jenny, and Reese all have 3. And Matt has -1.
So did I not win anything for winning that thing then? Just...
You get to stay. Shut up.
You're still in the show. You've still got your stars. There are 19 stars in the game for a prize fund of £95 as it stands. And we'll be heading into round 3. But sadly, Gareth leaves Board Game Smackdown World Series 3.
Well done. Good luck, everyone, for the rest of the show. Good luck.
Thanks.
6 players remain.
I'll leave. Make it
6
dramatic.
Why? You don't have to.
No, I think it's quite dramatic.
Wow, he's gone.
It's gone.
6 players remain as the game continues in the next round. This has been Board Game Smackdown World Series 3. I'm James. I like games, and now hopefully you do too. Ta-ra!